Which side are you on? Find out as we review set number 75093, Death Star Final Duel, here on TalkBricks. Hello and welcome back for another episode of TalkBricks. Michael here to bring you the latest and greatest in LEGO news and LEGO reviews. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. But why don't we get right into the one we've got today. Today we're reviewing set number 75093, the Death Star Final Battle. This set is from the original trilogy of Star Wars films and features 5 minifigures, 724 pieces, and retails for $79.99. But before we get into all the set's great features, let's look at everyone's favorite part, the minifigures. First up we have the Royal Guards. They have these really nice red robes, and you can see all the printing on the torso. I really like the headpiece, which is this really iconic red hooded piece with the eye opening in black, where you can see the head going through. He does have one accessory, which is this kind of staff baton piece that they both share. And I wanted to show them front and back like this so you could see that the cape is actually a two-tone color, where the left side shows the dark red interior and the right side shows the bright red on the exterior. And here's a shot without the headpiece so you can see the full torso printing. And here we have our hero, the Jedi Luke Skywalker. He has in his hand his one accessory, which is a bright green lightsaber piece with a silver lightsaber hilt. His torso has some really nice printing. This is a very iconic look from the movie, and I love how it was captured. Particularly, I like all the details around the belt. He has two faces, one being this very smiley face, and the other having this more determined look, which I think is a really great look for Luke. And I like how it looks with the sandy blonde hair that he has. This is an all-new Luke, and I think we were not disappointed. And here we have the back of Luke Skywalker, where you can see the back of his printing from the front, as well as the continuation of the belt. And here we have Emperor Palpatine, one of the main villains from the series. And he's got this nice robed look. He's got the hood that's very iconic of the character, as well as this long black cape. I really like the printing, which gives all the details of the robe from the torso and continues on to the legs. He has two faces. One is this kind of more calm and sinister face, and the other face is this more angry face with the bare teeth. So I really like this one, and it really reminds me of this scene from the movie. And here we have the figure without the hood, so you can see the full details of the face with the kind of splotching by the cheeks, as well as the details of the upper print on the torso. Emperor Palpatine does have two sets of accessories with these two Force lightning pieces in the trans blue and trans bluish purple color, which really gives that kind of electricity effect, just like we saw in our Electro review. Additionally, he does come with one red lightsaber with a silver hilt. Finally, we have the most excited and anticipated figure of the set, Darth Vader. This is an all-new Darth Vader with some really nice printing. I love all the details that continue from the torso to the legs, which provide the total package for all of the robes, as well as the details of his kind of upper torso armor pieces and all of the equipment and electronics that he has on the chest and belt. Darth Vader does have his iconic red lightsaber with the silver hilt, as well as a long black cape draping over the back. The reason why most people are excited for this figure is the all-new Darth Vader helmet. And this helmet is really great because it features a two-piece construction. I really like all the details of the helmet, as I think it really captures that iconic look of Darth Vader. It does have a little bit more kind of bulbous, kind of rounded shape, which I'm not sure is 100% accurate, but I do like the additional details that provides. And here we can see the figure with the lower part of the mask with the upper part removed. We get a good shot of the face, which is this kind of interesting coloring, especially around the eyes and the details of the wrinkles. The back of the head reveals additional printing to kind of create that scarred look that's very iconic of Darth Vader. And here we can see the back of the cape and the back of the helmet. There is no back printing on the torso. And here we have all of our 5 minifigures from the front, and you can see how the Darth Vader helmet adds a bit of height to the figure. And here we have all 5 from the back, with Luke Skywalker having the only back printing of the torso. Now that we've gone over the minifigures, let's take a look around the set. This set is a nice play set, and it features a few areas of note. First is this front gate section, kind of the walkway and the stairway up to the main throne for Emperor Palpatine. We've got this section on the side, as well as the pit on the other side, but don't worry, we'll go through all of the details. And here at the front we have the entrance, the big double doorway into the chamber. And here we've got some really nice dark red pieces on the door and kind of on this floor piece. We've got some additional details at the bottom which add some just more interest to the set, and it's a great place to position your Imperial Guards. I do like this little detail here of this kind of golden piece, which I think adds just a bit of the kind of ornate factor to it. But the best feature of this is this opening doorway, and there's these two pieces on both sides where you can just pull them open, which reveals the main walkway up into the stairs, and you can see through them right here. Beyond the doors, we have the walkway up into the stairs, and it actually can be expanded. Here I have it all pushed in, but if you just pull right here, you can expand it out to its full length, and we get this kind of striped pattern leading up to the stairs. On the inside of the doorway, we do have one play feature where when you press down on this gray tile, it will launch a figure up into the air. Our next prominent feature are the stairs. I think these stairs have some really nice details with these slope pieces on the side to provide that kind of sleek look, and I like that they're mostly smooth but do have some studs to place minifigures. On both sides of the stairs, we do get the bottom of this intricate column, which has these really nice trans blue pieces which add a lot of that sci-fi detail. The stairs have an additional play feature where when figures are placed on these two steps, we can use this lever to launch them off. The stairs can easily be reconstructed by placing the pieces where they went before. The leftmost section is quite sparse, as the bottom section is completely empty. There is some nice details as we work our way up with this walkway and the railing. To activate the play feature, simply dislodge this post from the hole at the bottom. Doing so will cause the figure to fall. To reset up, simply place the end of the post into the hole. The rightmost section is completely dominated by this large chute that figures can be dropped into. The chute opening features 4 railings, and you can see the sticker details on the 4 rounded pieces inside. The chute opening is large enough for a minifigure to be dropped down. The 2 side pieces can be fully expanded to create one straight set of windows in the back. When the walkway is fully collapsed, the side sections can be clipped in. The top of the center section features the main throne for Emperor Palpatine. Here he can be seen seated on the throne, and there's a lot of nice details. I really like the continuation of these trans blue pieces and these kind of flower pot shapes. On either side of the window, there are these angled pieces with printed tiles. The chair can be rotated 360 degrees. The throne features 2 stickered pieces on either side of the armrests. Behind the throne, the lightsaber can be placed in a small hole. The play feature is activated at the back of the set by pressing down on the plate to launch the lightsaber. Here at the rear of the set, we can see the 3 windows, which provide really nice detail on both the outside and interior of the set, letting in interesting light and providing just that really iconic look from the movie. Each one of these can be opened to provide access. And here we have everything back together for some final thoughts. I really love this set. I actually had the original Death Star Final Battle, which was a tiny set from back in, I think, 2001. But this set is just so impressive. This is not really the vehicle set that we're used to from LEGO Star Wars, but this gives us all of the playability and the ability to reenact some of our famous moments from the movie. And this one here is a real climax of the original trilogy and features some of the most prominent characters from the films. I really like all the different play features. I like how it can kind of expand and contract and fold up. And really the minifigures are quite the standout. I love getting these Imperial Guards, a brand new Darth Vader with a new helmet since the beginning of LEGO Star Wars, a new Emperor Palpatine, a new Luke as a Jedi here. What's there not to love? But those are my thoughts about the set, and I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. What is your favorite part of this set, or what is one thing you think was missing? I'd love to hear that, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming coverage of more Star Wars. We've got the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium coming next, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that one. That's all we've got time for today. Have a good one. Hey guys, Michael here. Click here to watch our LEGO Dimensions news update full of new sets, leaks, and tons of rumors. And don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of our upcoming coverage. Time for everyone's favorite part, the minifigures.